A YouTuber set out to explore a remote wooded area rumored to have strange activity. As he ventured deeper into the forest, eerie noises began to echo around him.
You heard it? What the hell? Whoa. What the f...
Growing louder with every step. Suddenly, he caught sight of something terrifying.
What the hell is that?
A group of people dressed in black robes standing silently among the trees. Panicking, he turned to run, only to encounter another figure ahead.
What's going on?
The experience left him questioning whether he had stumbled upon a ritual or become part of a carefully staged scene. A Reddit user shared an unsettling experience of being followed late at night while walking to a nearby store around midnight in a normally quiet neighborhood. The streets were empty and an uneasy feeling grew with every step. Acting on instinct, they began recording. The footage showed a faint shadow-like figure, thin, semi-transparent, and barely noticeable until filters were applied. The encounter left the poster deeply disturbed, unable to sleep for the rest of the night, and wishing they had captured and uploaded the unedited version of the mysterious footage. While walking through a neighborhood near the woods, a hiker stumbled upon a deeply unsettling sight, a yard covered with dozens of baby doll heads scattered across the grass. Startled, the hiker took a quick photo before continuing down the path, curiosity clashing with fear about who might live there, whether it was meant to be art or something else entirely. The display felt unnerving and out of place, leaving a lasting sense of discomfort long after the encounter. When a woman reviewed the security footage from her secluded home in the forest, she initially believed she had captured a beautiful shot of an owl. But something strange happened next. Around the 41-second mark, the owl suddenly vanished without any visible movement, as if it had blinked out of existence. The disappearance left viewers puzzled, wondering whether it was a camera glitch, a trick of the light, or something far more mysterious beyond normal explanation. A Reddit user uploaded a short video titled "Carpenter Bee or Wood for 1,000 Tortured Souls." In the clip, eerie sounds echo from a piece of wood, noises that resemble distant moans or distorted cries. Some viewers compared the unsettling tones to demonic laughter, while others offered a scientific explanation. Carpenter bees, they noted, release pheromones that draw other bees to the same nesting site, causing vibrations that can produce these strange sounds. Whether you see it as science or something supernatural, the result is undeniably creepy. Reddit user Nanbread shared a chilling photograph taken by their mother during a camping trip with their father. The picture was intended to capture him standing near the back of their camper van, but when they later reviewed it, something unexpected appeared. Reflected in the front passenger window was the distinct face of a man staring out from inside the vehicle. What makes the image especially disturbing is that no one else had been in the field at the time. The family was left deeply unsettled, wondering who or what might have been there with them that night. In 2023, a young woman and her friends gathered for a party in the forest, something they often did without issue. Everything seemed ordinary until her boyfriend's best friend suddenly felt ill, prompting the two to sit in the car and record a few lighthearted videos. The next day, while reviewing the footage, they noticed something chilling: a pale, ghostly face reflected in the car window staring directly at her boyfriend. Before discovering the image, he had been experiencing disturbing dreams of a demonic presence and waking with 3 long scratches on his back. Since the area was known for paranormal activity, strange events weren't uncommon, but this one felt personal. His sleep worsened, his anxiety deepened, and he grew increasingly fearful of the forest. Desperate for answers, they turned to the internet, hoping someone could explain or help stop whatever seemed to be haunting him. While traveling through Sweden, Reddit user Carol Obman decided to explore the abandoned Garpenberg mine. Deep inside, he recorded something unsettling. A shadowy figure moving in one of the dark corners. The shape appeared faint and lacked a solid form, sparking debate among viewers after the video was shared online. Some joked that it was the ghost of a long-dead miner still wandering the tunnels, while others claimed it was nothing more than a camera glitch or lighting distortion. Still, Carl and many who watched the clip remained unconvinced, believing it could be genuine evidence of something truly paranormal. A man who had been hiking alone deep in the forest for 4 months suddenly heard horrifying noises echoing through the trees. The sound sent chills down his spine as they grew louder, seeming to come from every direction. Panicking, he began to run, but the eerie echoes followed him, leaving one haunting question: what was making them? When a hiker reviewed footage from a trail camera set up in a remote forest in North Carolina, one image immediately caught attention. It appeared to show a figure hiding behind a tree, an ape-like creature covered in fur, matching common descriptions of Bigfoot. But one strange detail raised doubts. If the image was truly from a trail cam, why was the device positioned only a few feet away, directly facing another tree? Those odd details have led many to question the photo's authenticity and wonder whether it was genuine evidence or simply a hoax. This Reddit user shared a chilling experience while driving to a restaurant one night. Glancing in the rearview mirror, he noticed 2 small handprints about the size of an infant's on the back window of his car, illuminated by the headlights of the vehicle behind him. What made the sight even more disturbing was their direction. The prints pointed downward, as if pressed from the roof of the car. Despite checking for smudges or condensation and searching for any logical explanation, he could never figure out how those mysterious marks had appeared. A Reddit user named NattyPack recently lost their beloved dog Biscuit after 11 years together. To honor her memory, they scattered her ashes at a park she had always loved. While taking photos of the moment, they were stunned to notice something extraordinary. The ashes appeared to form a shape in the air resembling their dog. The user believed it was Biscuit's final goodbye, while others suggested it was simply the wind catching the ashes. Some even examined the photo and confirmed it hadn't been edited. Regardless of the explanation, the moment brought comfort to the grieving family. A man working in Churchill was startled to find a polar bear resting beneath his vehicle. Though polar bears are known for their strength and unpredictability, this one seemed unusually calm and almost playful. Still, their reputation as some of the most powerful predators in the wild remains well-earned. Unlike other hunters that depend on stealth, polar bears often approach their prey directly and rely on overwhelming strength to dominate. Fortunately for the man, this encounter ended peacefully, with the bear eventually wandering off without causing any harm. While hiking through the forest, a man came across a deeply unsettling sight. A cluster of worm-like creatures moving in a synchronized stream across the forest floor. Some online viewers speculated it could be the beginning of a parasitic outbreak, but experts later explained that it was most likely a mass of insect larvae grouping together for protection. Even with that logical explanation, the eerie and unnatural movement left the hiker feeling uneasy long after the encounter. In Jacksonville, Florida, a man was driving through a wooded area late at night when he noticed something unusual in the distance: a glowing, human-shaped figure. The light shimmered faintly, and from afar it could have been mistaken for headlights reflecting off a tree. However, the man insisted it wasn't. Overcome with fear, he refused to drive any closer, making it impossible to determine exactly what he had seen. Many who later viewed the footage wished he had approached for a clearer look, but given the circumstances, it's easy to understand why he chose not to. A man was riding along a bike trail when something unexpected happened. A person stood motionless in the middle of the path, seemingly absorbed in their phone. The biker barely had time to react, leading to a tense and confusing moment caught on camera. Online viewers quickly debated who was at fault. Should the cyclist have been more alert, or should the pedestrian have avoided standing in the middle of the trail? Most agreed it was probably the latter. What do you think? A trail camera placed to monitor local wildlife ended up capturing something entirely unexpected. A figure sprinting through the forest in broad daylight. Some viewers speculated it could be Bigfoot, the elusive cryptid often said to roam remote woodlands, while others argued it was simply a person. The figure appears to be covered in brown hair, though the footage makes it difficult to confirm. Reddit user Matthew2058 shared a mysterious photo taken in Uruguay. It shows a man riding his bicycle along a quiet, isolated highway. But in the distance, a strange, human-like figure stands alone in the open landscape. Surrounded by forests and endless fields, the eerie figure appears completely out of place. The desolate setting and the figure's unsettling posture have left viewers questioning what was truly captured that day. Could it have been a ghost, or simply someone caught in the wrong place at the wrong time? A mother driving down a highway in Illinois noticed something strange lighting up the night sky. While filming a thunderstorm through her car window, she accidentally captured a massive saucer-shaped object hidden within the clouds. The form appeared layered and circular, visible only when lightning illuminated the sky. Its perfect symmetry made it seem almost too precise to be natural. Though some viewers suggested it was simply an unusual cloud formation, others believed it might be something far more mysterious. Whatever the truth, the eerie footage left many wondering what had really been floating above that storm. This footage was filmed in the mountains of China and shows a cleaning lady casually sweeping a steep slope, even stumbling at one point. At first glance, it looks as though she's working right on the edge of a deadly cliff. But a closer look at the falling leaves suggests something else, likely a clever camera angle creating the illusion of extreme danger. Still, the scene feels unsettling, leaving viewers with one lingering question. Why would anyone be sweeping leaves off the side of a mountain? At Liberty Lake, in the Ruby Mountains, a hiker witnessed something startling, a large snake gliding through the water toward the shore. Similar snakes have been known to strike at paddles and boats before, making the encounter potentially dangerous. Viewers online described it as an unexpected threat in an otherwise peaceful and scenic location. For the hiker, it was a moment that was both beautiful and deeply unsettling at the same time. While on a trip, a Reddit user decided to try out Randonautica, an app known for leading people to mysterious locations.
Babe, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it smells horrible.
Smells horrible?
Oh, yeah. It's in the middle of the fucking woods.
So, the keys have to be in the
Yeah.
room, right?
Yeah. The lights came on.
Their journey took them deep into the woods, where they stumbled upon something unexpected, an abandoned car sitting in the middle of nowhere. What made the scene even stranger was that the vehicle appeared to have been deliberately set on fire. After authorities later traced its VIN number, they confirmed the car had been reported stolen. The discovery raised unsettling questions: who had taken it, and what happened before it was left behind and burned? This old house in Ithaca, Michigan was purchased by a Reddit user's grandparents in the 1950s. The previous owner, who was later institutionalized, claimed that a piano played endlessly in the basement. In desperation, she had pounded on the basement door, leaving deep marks that remained for years. When this photo was taken, the house was completely empty, yet something unusual appeared in the image. Combined with other unexplained events, the photograph stands as a chilling reminder of the home's dark and haunted past. While driving down a forest road late at night, a group of travelers spotted something unusual in the sky. Out of nowhere, a flickering light appeared above the trees, swaying back and forth, rising and falling in movements unlike any star or aircraft. The strange glow hovered for several moments before fading into the darkness. What it was remains unknown, leaving many to wonder what they might have really witnessed that night. A group of campers woke up to a truly disturbing sight. During the night, their tent had been overrun by swarms of spiders, likely daddy-long-legs, or huntsman spiders crawling over every surface. Panicked and unnerved, they scrambled out, shaken and ready to call it quits. Before leaving, they snapped a quick photo to share on Reddit, then hurriedly packed their gear and returned home, grateful to escape the nightmare. A Reddit user spent a week at a remote lake house, planning to enjoy peaceful hikes and quiet nights. But one evening, something deeply unsettling happened.
Okay, that's terrifying. What? Oh shit, it's moving. What the fuck is that?
In the distance, he spotted a strange moving light, at first resembling someone walking through the woods with a torch. Moments later, another light appeared beside it, creating the eerie illusion of two glowing eyes watching him. To make matters worse, faint, distorted sounds, almost like whispers or voices, began echoing through the night. Whatever was out there, it was definitely not the kind of noise any deer would make. A hiker returned to a haunted cave known for its dark history and chilling legends. Locals spoke of protective crosses and mischievous spirits called Tommy Knockers, said to be linked to mysterious mining accidents. Venturing inside alone, the hiker soon sensed an eerie shift in the air, and then chaos struck.
In the darkness. What the f was that? What? Bro. Oh my god, I'm using a gimbal right now. I just went crazy. Come on. Come on. There's something over there. There's something over there. There's something straight ahead. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh my gosh, what's going on? My gimbal, stop. What's going on? Oh, my gimbal's going crazy. Stop. Stop moving around. Bro, this thing is like possessed. Stay straight, stay straight. I saw something right over there.
His camera gimbal began malfunctioning wildly as strange noises echoed through the darkness. Startled, he fled, convinced something was watching him. Later, while reviewing his footage, he noticed what looked like a face peeking from the shadows. Though shaken by the encounter, he couldn't resist the pull to return this time, not alone. While staying in a remote cabin surrounded by forest, a hiker faced a terrifying moment one morning. As he sat down to eat, a massive black bear stood upright against the glass door, staring inside. It was a tagged nuisance bear, previously removed from neighborhoods multiple times. Drawn by the smell of food, it tried to push its way in but eventually gave up and wandered back into the woods. Shaheen and his friends were exploring a forgotten village hidden deep within the forests of Turkey when they came across an abandoned house with a grim history. The home had once belonged to a man who mysteriously disappeared, and locals claimed it had been haunted ever since. Villagers spoke of strange sounds, eerie cries, and dark figures seen through the windows at night. Inside, the group found broken furniture, scattered debris, and strange symbols etched into the walls. As they continued exploring, unsettling noises began to echo through the rooms.
Abi sesler duyuyor. Evet. Şu camı kesildim ben ya. Sanki birisi dışarıdan izliyormuş gibi gelip duruyor. Tövbe estağfurullah.
Abi kalabalıkmışız, hissini bir tek ben almıyorum değil mi?
Bak be.
Bir şey söyleyeyim mi?
Bende de var o.
Aşırı kalabalığız biz şu an.
Moments later, a piercing scream erupted, sending them fleeing in terror.
Çık 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 çık. Çık abi çık.
Abi!
Çık.
Abi bir şey oluyor.
Tamam bir şey oluyor ben de. Allah düşüyordum lan. Çık. Bir daha şu evin içine bakacağım. Arkadaşlar. Zibikeli bitillahi tam adım işaretim hala. Oğlum perde oynuyor lan. Görmüyor musun? Siktir ya. La yürü. Arabanın oraya yürü. Yürü arabaya yürü. Benim hala.
They quickly left the scene.
Once outside, they saw movement behind the curtain of a window, proof, it seemed, that they weren't alone. A couple was driving through an old battlefield near a local middle school around 9:30 p.m. when a thick fog began to roll in. Uneasy, the woman asked her partner to turn back. Before leaving, she quickly snapped a few photos. As the car turned, something terrifying happened. The headlights and GPS suddenly went dark, leaving them in pitch-black fog for nearly 30 seconds. When power returned, they sped away. Later that night, while reviewing the photos, they noticed something chilling. The final image, taken seconds before the blackout, showed a strange figure standing in the fog near the fence. A backpacker hiking through a remote region discovered an underground tunnel hidden beneath the terrain. Curiosity overcame caution, and he decided to explore it. As he descended into a small chamber at the bottom, faint noises began echoing through the darkness, suggesting he might not be alone. The sounds grew louder and more disturbing with every step, filling him with unease. Then the video abruptly ended, leaving the source of the noises unknown. Viewers were left wondering, was it an animal, another person, or something far more unsettling? While hiking through a remote area, a photographer came across an abandoned church and decided to explore inside. As he examined the faded pictures on the walls, something strange caught his eye, sending him running out in panic. When he later reviewed the footage in slow motion, a mysterious figure could be seen watching him from a window. In another frame taken just before he fled, the same figure appeared sitting on a bench. The unsettling discovery left one chilling question: who or what was the figure inside that church? During a trip, a man found himself in a terrifying situation when a venomous snake somehow slipped inside his shirt. Frozen in place, he remained perfectly still, afraid to startle the snake now coiled around his arm. His friend quickly stepped in, carefully pinching the sleeve to locate where the snake was hiding. With steady hands, they used scissors to cut open the fabric, distracting the snake just long enough to create an escape route. In one tense final move, they managed to scoop it out safely, narrowly avoiding what could have been a serious disaster. YouTuber Dylan Spratt often visits cemeteries in hopes of communicating with spirits. During one visit, he claimed to make contact with the spirit of a little girl buried beneath the spot where he was sitting. After receiving what he believed were direct responses,
so there is a child resting space literally right under, right. So I'm sitting up on a platform on this bit. Are you the child that's right here beneath me? You know it?
he correctly identified her name and showed her gravestone on camera. However, viewers later noticed something even more unsettling earlier in the video. A faint, semi-transparent figure could be seen darting through the trees behind him. The mysterious shape seemed to move too quickly and clearly to be a trick of light, leaving many to wonder if it was truly a spirit. A Reddit user known as Swedish Blueberries shared a photo taken 4 years earlier at a park during a night of drinking with a friend. The image, first posted on Instagram, began drawing attention when someone commented on something strange in the background. Looking closer, the user noticed it too, a shadowy figure that some speculated might be a ghost. Still, the uploader admitted it could just as easily have been a person, given their intoxication that night. What made the image even more unsettling was that the figure appeared to be unclothed, creating an eerie mystery no matter the explanation. After a long hike, a man returned to his car only to discover something unexpected: a bear sitting inside his truck.
Alright, go ahead and unlock it. Sure? Yep, about sure as I'm gonna be. Oh my god.
Oh! Oh!
That is not what you wanted.
Oh!
How it got in remains unclear. Perhaps it was drawn by food or simple curiosity. With help, he cautiously opened the door, giving the bear space to escape. After a tense moment, the animal bolted out and disappeared into the trees. Both the man and the bear seemed equally relieved that the encounter ended safely. A couple was enjoying mimosas in the woods near a lakeside when something unexpected happened.
Are you lying to me? No, it's right there. You can still see it. Is it gonna get me? Oh my god.
Out of nowhere, a kangaroo came hopping straight out of the trees, heading directly toward them. Startled, the man and woman immediately ran, and the recording ended abruptly. Fortunately, since the footage was later uploaded online, it's safe to assume they made it out unharmed, though the encounter was enough to turn a peaceful morning into a heart-pounding escape. While hiking near Colorado's Rocky Mountain National Park, a hiker spotted something strange moving between the trees and quickly began recording. The footage appeared to show a large, black-furred figure walking through the forest with slow, deliberate, almost human-like movements. Its massive size and posture caught attention online, with many suggesting it could be proof of Bigfoot. Unsure whether he was in danger or not, the hiker left the area soon after capturing the mysterious sighting. Eric was walking home in Reykjavik, Iceland, when he spotted something enormous hovering above a small hill near his house. A silent, black shape hung in the sky, motionless and unsettling. The air felt thick, and everything around him seemed to fall quiet, and then, just as suddenly, it disappeared. Eric later uploaded the footage online, where opinions were divided. Many dismissed it as fake or misidentified, but others couldn't help but wonder, what if it was real? While hiking through a remote area, a Reddit user discovered an abandoned school hidden in a forgotten village. The structure was surrounded by dense, overgrown vegetation, adding to its eerie atmosphere. However, that wasn't the only thing captured. When the photos were posted online, other users noticed a ghostly figure standing in the doorway. The unsettling image left many wondering what he had truly encountered that day. A man searching for a missing woman near a cave found himself in a chilling situation when eerie sounds began echoing from deep within. The tunnel was completely flooded, its dark, murky water concealing whatever might be hidden beneath the surface. What happened next, and whether the woman was ever found, remains unknown to this day, leaving the mystery unsolved and haunting those who've heard the story. While hiking, a person captured a strange video overlooking the city of Kunming, China. Faint blue lights appeared in the sky, shifting shape, breaking apart, and then reforming again. Witnesses described the movement as unnatural, unlike anything they had seen before. Similar sightings have been reported around the world, leaving many to wonder, could all of this really be just a coincidence? Caver Andrew Smith ventured into an underwater cave when disaster suddenly struck. Rising tides caused the water level to surge, flooding the narrow passageways and cutting off his escape. As the cave filled rapidly, he struggled to find a way out while the current pushed toward the staircase entrance. The flooding grew more intense by the second, leaving little room to breathe. Fortunately, since the footage was later uploaded, it's safe to assume Andrew made it out alive. This person was out in the woods when something chilling occurred. At first, the sound resembled a creature's scream. But the individual who recorded it believed it was a man crying out for help. They said it was unlike anything they had ever heard before. While the recorder insisted it was a person in distress, others argued the noise could have come from a large animal instead. Still, one unsettling question remains. If they truly believed it was a man, why didn't they try to help? While wandering outdoors, a person began filming the sky when something unusual caught their eye. Strange shapes appeared and disappeared among the clouds, moving in ways that didn't seem natural. Some viewers claimed it was simply a camera glitch, a lens flare, or sunlight refracting through the clouds. Others, however, weren't convinced. The mysterious formations left many wondering, was it truly just an illusion, or could there be something more behind what they witnessed? YouTubers KBC Ghost Hunters were investigating a location famous for frequent UFO sightings. While on site, they heard a strange noise that immediately caught their attention. As they continued exploring, they began to suspect someone, or something, might be nearby. Moments later, they spotted a mysterious glowing shape in the distance.
Olha lá, velho. Mano. Tem alguma coisa ali? Irmão, tô vendo. Não, pera aí, mano. Já tá focando. Alô? Pedro. Alô? João, é um olho, João. Vem comigo. Correu. João. Pedro, olha ali pra baixo, Pedro.
Sending panic through the group. They searched the area but found nothing. Only an eerie silence broken by another unsettling sound echoing through the darkness. The experience left them shaken, with far more questions than answers. Two friends were staying at an Airbnb when they heard something heavy running across the roof late at night. Curious, but uneasy, one of them grabbed the camera and went outside to investigate.
Let's see. fuck is that? What in the fuck? Wait a minute.
Hey.
With a flashlight in hand, he scanned the rooftop and caught sight of something strange moving in the dark. Determined to get a closer look, he climbed up. But by the time he reached the top, whatever it was had vanished.
Where the hell did it go?
Unbeknownst to him, the figure seemed to be watching from a hidden spot nearby. Some believe it was the Rake, a pale creature from myth known for sudden attacks, while others think it could have been a person in disguise or an elaborate hoax. Still, many wonder, was he seconds away from being attacked? Jesse was flying his drone over Salt River Canyon, exploring abandoned mine shafts and cliffside caves, when he decided to hike down and investigate one of the sites in person. As he searched the area, his drone revealed 2 more nearby mines, but something else caught his attention.
I found exactly what I was looking for. This was the blue Mazda that I found last year, and it raised some great concerns in the comments section of my other video. If you look closely, you can see that 3 of the 4 car doors have been opened, as if after the crash, who was ever in the car made it out. But this is where the plot thickened. I scanned the guardrails to see if any sections of them had been replaced, or if some of them looked newer than others, to indicate this is where the car plowed through the rail. But I couldn't find any evidence of that. And if the Mazda did plow through the rails and Arizona Department of Transportation did fix them, why would they not remove the car? There are dozens of other car wrecks down here. Most of them are probably 30, 40 to 50 years old and further down the canyon, so I can see why they wouldn't remove those. But why not this one? And on top of that, I scoured the internet for hours looking for any articles or news headlines that talked about a blue Mazda crashing into the Salt River Canyon, but nothing surfaced. I did do my best to zoom in and see if there were any bodies still in the car, but from what I could see, there weren't. But there is always the trunk. Now, what I did see were 4 tires with some pretty good looking tread and a shiny catalytic converter. Just kidding. Or am I? But when I do come back out here to check out the mines, I'm going to try to hike down to the Mazda and take a closer look, see if there is anything in the trunk, and try to pull a license plate or VIN number. But what do you guys think happened here? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. My money says that the car was stolen and whoever was driving the car was either drunk or a really crappy driver. And once the car landed down in the canyon, they all crawled out, probably unscathed, and decided that although it's an unfortunate situation that they're in, it would be best if they did not report it. And most importantly, not say a word to anyone.
Not far from the shafts, he spotted a blue Mazda resting at the bottom of the canyon, the same car he had discovered a year earlier. The sight raised questions that still haunt him. 3 of the 4 doors appeared to be open, as if the occupants had escaped after the crash. Yet there were no broken guardrails, no signs of impact, and no record of the accident anywhere. Jesse searched online for reports of a blue Mazda crashing in the area but found nothing. He zoomed in on the footage, confirming there were no visible bodies inside, though the trunk remained closed, leaving one final mystery. The tires still looked intact, the car's parts surprisingly well preserved. Jesse planned to return to the site to examine the vehicle up close, hoping to find a license plate or VIN number. Until then, he could only speculate. Was it stolen and abandoned? Was the driver drunk or simply reckless? Whatever happened, the unanswered questions surrounding that car, untouched, unreported, and forgotten, remain as haunting as the canyon itself. Crews were dispatched to what was reported as a grass fire, but when they arrived, they found something far more unusual: a stream of fire burning in the middle of a heavy downpour. A lightning strike had hit a ditch, rupturing both a gas line and a water pipe. Flames rose eerily from the flooded ground as water and gas mixed, creating a surreal scene where fire and water fought for the same space.
Check out what this lightning strike caused. It hit this ditch right here. It busted a gas line and a water line. We got called over here for a grass fire in the pouring rain, which we thought that's just highly unusual. But just look at it. You got a water line. It's broken here too. This is all by lightning strike. Broke this whole water line. Just pouring up right here. And gas. Look at the gas. Is that not crazy? Anyway, we're not going to put it out because it'd just be fumes of gas everywhere. We just leave it burning. And they will come over here eventually and turn that off for us. If it starts getting into the trees or something like that, which it won't, you know, because it's raining outside. But we'll put it out as necessary, but we're just going to leave it burning like that. But I've never seen anything like it before. That's pretty unusual.
Firefighters described it as one of the strangest incidents they had ever witnessed. They decided not to extinguish the flames immediately, explaining that it would only spread fumes through the area. Instead, they waited for the gas company to shut it off, confident the rain would keep it contained. The sight of bright orange flames dancing in a torrent of rainwater felt almost unreal, a rare moment where nature's raw forces collided in the most unexpected way. On March 17, 2025, Wallace spent his first solo night in Botharathi Glen, a remote part of the West Highlands of Scotland said to be haunted by James of the Glen. After setting up camp, cooking dinner, and preparing firewood, he settled in for the night. Hours later, he woke with a strange sensation as if a hand was pressing on his shoulder.
During the night, I had a bit of a spooky experience. I woke up with what felt like a hand on my shoulder. I initially thought it would be the dog or one of the cats. Then I got a stark reminder I was actually in a bothy alone. I then thought it maybe be a mouse or a rat, so I flicked my shoulder to get it off. The weight lifted, but then nothing happened. No squeak or no noise of it landing on the floor.
Assuming it was his dog or a stray animal, he flicked his shoulder, but there was no sound, no movement, and nothing there. Alone in complete silence, the feeling vanished as quickly as it came. By morning, Wallace admitted the experience had left him uneasy. He later explained that he had always viewed bothying as a social activity, something to enjoy with friends around a fire, not alone. The eerie moment in the night, paired with a local warning that James of the Glen's ghost still haunted the area, convinced him it was probably just his imagination. Still, he confessed that the encounter rattled him more than he expected and decided he wouldn't attempt another solo stay. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.